Part of the fun of traveling is the unplanned attractions you find along the way. So hop off the highway or get off the beaten path and enjoy that hidden gem. I'm the NYC Traveler and we're just passing through. We decided to embrace the whole two-nation thingy while staying in the Thousand Islands region. We're just passing through Ontario, Canada. The Thousand Islands is a shared region on the St. Lawrence River between New York State, the USA, and Ontario, Canada. The Thousand Islands International Tourism Authority looks out for the area, encouraging tourism, traveling, and activities for visitors and residents alike. There are actually 1,864 islands in the Thousand Islands region. To be counted as such, the piece of land has to stay above water all 365 days and be big enough to house 1 to 2 trees. Currently, you do not need a passport to take a river tour from the USA to literally be in the waters of both countries. But if you want a different experience and you want to take a tour yourself, you will need some sort of real, capital R-E-A-L, ID, such as a passport, passport card, or an enhanced state ID to cross the border legally. Also, to go into Canada from the US as a United States citizen, make sure you are up to date on the entry process. When we went, we were required to download and complete the ArriveCan app. Make sure you follow all of the instructions and take a screenshot of everything in case you have cell phone service issues at the border. Do all of this in advance. Since the app asks for an approximate time of arrival, if you're driving, just pull over somewhere on the New York side and complete the form on your phone. This way, your info will be as up-to-date as possible. Also, check each country's website for crossing the borders with anything in your car. Make sure you have enough gas and check with your debit and/or credit cards in case you want to purchase anything. You might want to check with your mobile phone carrier about international service and/or roaming charges. We kept our phones on. There are a few ways to get across the borders. You can go by boat. Check out any current information for both countries before you go sailing, literally across the border. We drove, and there were 2 bridges nearby. We took the Ogdensburg-Prescott International Bridge in Ogdensburg, New York. After crossing the border, we made our way to County Road 2, where we started our driving tour. As you drive along, you might want to stop and check out a few places, which happened when we got to Prescott. We stopped at Fort Wellington. Even though it was closed for tours, we took some photos and videos anyway. We then continued riding along County Road 2, enjoying the sights, enjoying the views, and waving at people. We took notes of interesting sights along the way so that we have some place to stop the next time we come. After riding through several towns on County Route 2 in Ontario, we found ourselves making our way to the Thousand Islands Parkway. We didn't get a chance to stop, but the Thousand Islands National Park, which is located in Canada, is also around here. There are exceptional views of the St. Lawrence River from the Ontario side along the Thousand Islands Parkway, and there are some areas where you can pull over and get out and admire the view. After that, it was time for us to make our way to cross over to the United States side. First, cross over the Canadian side of the Thousand Islands Bridge. The scenic ride is not quite over. You take 137 over to get to I-81, but in between, if you want one more tourist stop, you can stop at the Thousand Islands Tower. If it's open, climb to the top and see the view again of the St. Lawrence River. The Thousand Islands Bridge actually seems to be in 2 parts. You cross over on 137 in Canada, and you drive through some scenic areas, including past the Thousand Islands Tower, and then you cross another part of it when you get to the USA side. It's a little confusing because both bridges look alike and both bridges are painted the same color. On the American side, from the North Country Visitor Center, you can actually walk on the bridge and get your own view of the St. Lawrence River, especially if you aren't able to see it from the Thousand Islands Tower on the Canadian side. So we spent about an hour to about an hour and a half driving through the Thousand Islands region from the United States to Canada. I'm the NYC Traveler, and we have been just passing through Ontario.